drive lock is on, traction control is off. No. Well, what do we have here then? Well, it's an electric four-wheel drive, sort of. You're looking at an Outlander PHEV. This is what they refer to as a plug-in hybrid. So it has the ability to be driven exclusively as an electric vehicle, but also has a petrol engine to charge the batteries on the fly or power the wheels with the petrol engine once you run out of charge. So it is an electric vehicle to a point. So things you want to know, yes, it is four-wheel drive, 60% to the rear, 40% to the front, allegedly. And then there is a button in there you can press to split it specific 50-50. It has a 2-litre petrol 4-cylinder engine in the front, petrol on one side, electronic wizardry on the other side. So our adventure for today, to test this little bad boy, is to take it on a camping trip that I regularly do. It's going to be about a 40k round trip to test the range of the batteries, to test the capability of the four-wheel drive system, and just to see, is this the future of camping and off-road in Australia? We're rolling. I'm getting some establishing shots to help set the video up. It's on, pop it in drive. The gear stick takes a little bit to get used to. Pop her in drive, and then away you go. Eerie silence. There's like an eerie silence as we trundle through this little field here. Nothing wrong with a bit of peace and quiet. So right now we're running on battery only. It's telling me I've got 38 kilometers range on just the battery and 149 kilometers range in the fuel tank. You can see there just the bars below it. It's only got about a quarter of a tank of fuel. So 40 k's range on purely electric probably doesn't sound like a heck of a heap, especially not in Australia. But if you lived in the suburbs and your job was 20 kilometers away, you could get there and back for free every day and just charge it up when you get home. Obviously, you're going to be paying for the electricity unless you have an absolute banger of a solar system on your roof. Alternatively, if you have a workplace where you could plug into the mains and charger up there, just take your charger with you, or there's a charge, maybe you're in the city and there's a charging station there, then it could work. But hey, I mean, I've been to job sites on farms and stuff like that. There's workshops there, and if you had a nice word with the owner or the boss or whoever, I'm sure it probably wouldn't be a problem. You might get the piss taken out of you for plugging your car in, but hey, if it's going to save you heaps of fuel. Alright, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to press the twin motor four-wheel drive lock button. It confirms it there on the screen. And it's time to hit a track. I'm not going to pretend like this is the hardest track in the world, but it is a track nevertheless. And this is probably the environment in which you would bring a vehicle like this. Question to this car is, can it get me and a swag to one of my favorite camping spots up in the hills here entirely on electric? That is going to be a question, because if it does, then that's fantastic. You know, that's more money that you can spend on cart to piss, a couple of T-bone steaks, pack of glow sticks for the kids. Hey, big Kanga. Little Kanga. Big Kanga and a little Kanga. Every time I get out of the car, because it's dead silent, it beeps at me if I've left it in ready mode, you know, ready to go. So every time I get in and out of the car, and I'm doing that a lot because I'm setting up the camera, it's beeping at me, which is a little bit annoying, but I suppose it's necessary because you could just stop the car and get out and not realize that it's still technically running. Another interesting feature is this charge button and this save button. So if your battery is totally dead, you could potentially press the charge button. You can hear the petrol motor there has kicked on and is acting purely as a generator, banging a bit of charge straight into the battery. However, I have been told that this uses an incredible amount of fuel, and if you can, you're obviously better off plugging it in at the mains off your solar system at home or off a charging station. But now it feels a bit more natural. Now I'm driving along with a bit of a bit of sound. We're testing the range of the electric, so I'll pop it off quick smart so we get a fair and even test. Going up a little bit of shaly stuff now. Yeah, it goes okay. Also, in the interest of full disclosure, I have not aired down the tyres. The tyres are at highway pressures. How's this for a bit of unplanned video attention? I've got about 4 kilometres to my favourite campsite, and I've got about 3 kilometres of battery range left. 1 kilometre now. Oh, come on, big girl. And here we have it, guys, pulling in to a little campsite in the beautiful southwest of Western Australia, in a Jarrah forest, in an eerie silence. All right, what we have here is a very mild off-road test. It's a slight diagonal, bit of slippery ground, so I'll probably get one wheel off the ground. What I'm noticing here is that when you're going up, it's an electric, obviously, but then you get to a point where one of the wheels will slip or come off the ground. Like now, right now. And it kind of, it wants to get up, but I just don't think it has to go. Maybe I'll try with traction control off. 4-drive lock is on, traction control is off. No, worse. Yeah, not sure what to say. This is not a particularly difficult track. I've been up here in a bog stock old Subaru Forester, so it is a bit of a letdown. Although one benefit of a modern car is that if you don't make it up an obstacle, there is a fantastic reverse camera to go back down. So in conclusion, on this initial testing, is it a proper off-roader? Not really, no. Is it a proper electric vehicle? Sort of. Is it going to save me some money on my little camping trips? Yes. Is it going to get stuck? Possibly. Am I grateful to have it? Am I grateful to have a vehicle that I can drive around certain distances for free? Yes, I am. I'm very grateful. It can do some stuff. It can't do other stuff. I'm managing my expectations, but I'm excited to do some more testing with you in the future. Give us a thumbs up. I love yous. Until next week, Dougie out.